two extraordinary songs. For you personally in the finale, which song was more difficult for you to take on, and which one are you more relieved that you were able to kind of have completed?
Listen, I think that they both had their own challenges, but they both had their own rewards. I think vocally, um, I was really challenged by dancing on my own because it was high for me. But the most beautiful part was that I wasn't even focused on my singing. I Today is the fifth, like the anniversary of my father's passing, like 5 years ago. And when I went out to perform that song, it was 5:55 p.m. And I'm a firm believer in signs. I don't think anything's coincidence. And this whole experience, I've had all these synchronicities. And so I think it just allowed me to really just be vulnerable and tell the story, share the message. Like there's a reason why I'm singing both of these songs and we picked them. So um, it was just an honor. I love those songs. I love them.
I just want to know what is the one message you want viewers, fans, young adults who are maybe pursuing a career in music to take home from your performances tonight?
You know, all you've got to do is believe in yourself. And if there is a curiosity in you, if there is something that you really want to develop and you keep hearing, I'm very spiritual, if you keep hearing something in your gut saying, keep with this, follow this, that you follow it and see it through, and that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what we look like, what we who we like, X, Y, and Z, we're all humans. You can see that from me and Snoop. A lot of people would be like, what do they have in common? We have so much in common, and we're both have this goal of being messengers of love. And there's so much division in the world right now. We wanted to really unify on that and share our hearts.
Your vocal style seems to it blends multiple genres effortlessly. If you could collaborate with any artists from a completely different genre, who would it be and why?
Adele, hands down. I think she's one of the most brilliant artists in today's time. I think she has mastered what the great singers in the past had, and why music, of course, music is still special and it's for everybody, but music had something different back then. And I think she has just found her truth and her authenticity in all of that and has made some of the most beautiful, vulnerable songs. And I would die if I could work with her. I would absolutely die. Another person's Jennifer Hudson. I mean, I look at these people, to me, they're greats now, Lady Gaga. Oh my God. These people who can cross genre so effortlessly can also cross the industries. They can do film, stage, TV, music. That's my goal in life, is to do all of those, and those are the people I look up to. And I love women. I mean, I don't really, but I love women are the reason we exist, and those three ladies right there are everything to me.
Amazing. And lastly, what's the most unexpected advice that Snoop Dogg gave you that you've incorporated into your own artistry?
I think he saw something in me that I didn't really know was that special. And they've called me the tearjerker, and I've made him cry a bunch. And my goal never is to make him cry. It's I always go back to what the message I'm trying to communicate, and we really established that. And another beautiful thing that we've gotten to explore together is when I'm honoring my father or my brothers, he brings out the joy in it. Usually you go to the sadness or the sorrow, and he's like, think about the beautiful memories too. People want you to honor them. And he made me remember things that I forgot about my past, and I can only thank him for that.
You've been extraordinarily open about your loss and the grieving process that you've had to go through. How has that impacted the fan reaction and the comments you've gotten from fans who might relate to situations that you've been in?
You know, Addiction is so misunderstood. Mental health, there's so many stigmas surrounding it, and I think that it's so beautiful for this platform to exist for us, for artists to really authentically share what they've gone through, and everyone's so supportive about it. They're very, gentle, And I've always felt so safe to share my heart and tell the truth. And I've gotten so many messages about, oh my gosh, my brother overdosed, or this person, or, X, Y, and Z, that, this is something that happens a lot. It's like a epidemic, and the more that we talk about it, the less taboo it is. We need access to mental health services, and we need to understand that it's really not this like big insane thing. We all struggle, and we all go through things, and the more that we can be honest and cheer for each other, root for each other, the more beautiful this world will be.
What's been your biggest advantage of having multiple coaches on The Voice?
you know I honestly think it was me realizing how similar people can be. Because
Mhm.
at the end of the day, Michael Bublé and Snoop Dogg are like the same guy. They are huge, they have huge hearts, and they wear them on their sleeves. And they both know music like the back of their hand. They know every genre. And you would think, oh, Snoop Dogg's a rapper, Michael Bublé is a crooner. What would they have in common? Then I realized me and Snoop have so much more in common than you would think. And on a personal level, we've both gone through very similar things, a lot of loss, and we're very eager to use that as fuel to reinvent our future.
And is there anything else you would like to add just for the viewers back home, or just maybe, like I said, a young kid who's watching TV tonight and thinks that could be me one day?
To never give up. And if you have something inside of you, it doesn't matter how many no's that you get. If there is a flame and there's a curiosity, let it grow, and you will never, I mean, listen to your gut. You might need to move this place, and you might need to try out this genre. You might need to meet this person. Just listen to your gut and say yes.
Is Broadway actually a long-term goal of yours? And if so, is there a particular show you want to be a part of, or is that something that's just maybe a dream of a maybe one day?
I mean, it's always been my dream. And I think I've realized, especially being on this show, that my dream has evolved. I want to do all the mediums. I mean, I look at people like Jennifer Hudson, Lady Gaga, who cross every genre vocally, who cross every medium. They do stage, film, theater, music. And I've realized, like that's what I'm called to be doing. And in terms of a show, I am going to be workshopping a show in London in February with my beautiful friend and mentor, Todrick Hall. He's written a beautiful, gorgeous musical that I think is going to be the next Rent or Wicked, and it's going to change the history of musical theater, and I can't say exactly what it's about, but I play his opposite, and I'm just so honored to have a project lined up after the show and to spend some time overseas.